My name is Ray Stanley. I'm the Pullet Operations Manager at Michael Foods in Wakefield, Nebraska. We're at Gardner Grower number 3. It's one of 3 pullet farms in Wakefield. And we are converting some buildings at Grower 3 to cage-free from conventional to accommodate growing cage-free demand in our company. Some of the biggest challenges that we face is early mortality. We get chicks in at a day old. They come from the hatchery. They're vaccinated. They're beak trimmed. They need a lot of TLC right off the get-go. We've got to have the house ready to go when they get here. So with the buildings that Heartland put up for us, they spray foamed insulation in all the sidewalls. They put in good insulation in the attics. The air inlets are going to be able to be fully covered by boards outside, so we aren't getting drafts coming through our air inlets. The fans are going to have insulation panels that we can replace, so that'll keep it nice and warm and airtight in here. We won't have to spend a bunch of extra money on plastic to cover up fans and inlets with, so that's going to be nice. I did choose Heartland over other contractors that were in the running for this project. I liked how down to the point, down to the detail, their scope of the project was. So when they bid the project for us, they had everything that they had thought of and that we had thought of at the time on the sheet of paper right there in front of us, and that was really nice to see. I thought that process was a little bit drawn out, but that's a good thing, I think. I do the same thing in projects. Working through it, we had some challenges with building dimensions and other stuff, and I think, yeah, it took a while, but we came out with the best solution in the end, and I was really happy about that. We're converting buildings that were tunnel ventilation, so all the fans in the front, inlets in the back of the building on the end walls, and we're going to cross ventilation, so all the fans have to be moved into the sidewall, inlets in the opposite sidewall. So that was a pretty big undertaking, and I think end solution made it easier and better on both ends of completing construction. One of the issues we kept running into was ceiling height in our buildings. It wasn't quite tall enough for the equipment we were getting, and like I mentioned, the ventilation was a big challenge for the construction aspect of it. So the big solution was to just take the buildings completely down and then build the walls back on the floor so we could get all the framing and structure correct for all the fans and inlets. And then in that, we made the buildings taller, so we have the headspace for the equipment that we purchased, and it really made the project a lot better than it would have been had we not done that. We had planned this project in conjunction with an expansion on the layer farm, and we had allotted so much money for this project, and that was for a remodel. So really coming together with the best solution on how that remodel looks was very beneficial. And I feel like Heartland was a big part of that. I mean, they took the time, they figured out. I think they saved a bunch of money on labor to put in some more materials, and that's why we got a good end result. The Heartland team has been really helpful. I've met a lot of guys. They've had a lot of different guys on the project. I think that's good. You get a lot of guys with a lot of experience together, a lot of sets of eyes on issues that have come up, and we seem to come out with a good solution for every problem.